not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Cut. 180. 4 down. They can't hang with that. 12's the mic. Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Coaching spell. Check 3. Check 3. Check 3.
On first down. Gone.
Oh, the ball, man.
Now they'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Zach Brown. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
Come on,
Brandon, when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach and talked about how they wanted to begin this game offensively, they talked about their script, didn't they? 10 to 15 plays, the first 10 to 15 they had on their script. Nowhere on the script was there throwing an interception, I have to believe.
Hey, kill. 47.
Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Play clock down to 2, and we get a signal and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Tighten up. Check 52. No. Off. 26.
On 2nd and 9. Prescott looking for Cooper. That's complete. 17 yards on the play there. The Cowboys have a first down. Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. They have a 1st and 10 at the 18. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Kenny Young. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. On the counter, Elliott. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. On 3rd down, Elliott. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. The kick by Marr is good. And the Cowboys are going to jump out to a 3-0 lead. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point's not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play. So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. 11. From the gun, here's Goff. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a third down.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
Coming, baby. I'm coming, baby.
On third down, they'll run it with Gurley. He's got the first down and more past midfield. Touchdown, L.A. Todd Gurley. His 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Rams have taken the lead. Well, they were just hoping that run would pick up the first. They got the whole enchilada.
And I'm so used to teams on third down, doesn't matter how far they need for a first down, throwing the ball. Instead, they run it, and as you said, picked up the first down, and then some, and then some. In fact, everything, all the way for a touchdown. Terrific play.
This fielded at the 2. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. It's been an awfully slow start for them. This is their third possession. They don't have a first down yet.
That means they have to change up what they're doing, and for some teams, it's a change in tempo, usually moving into more up-tempo type of an offense, just to try and change their fortunes right now. What they've been doing so far isn't working. Maybe they'll do that.
That bitch said something about the spooky,
and he was able to shed the tackle.
Yeah, that shit was funny as fuck.
Tackle there by
they said we got the 100 house or some shit like that.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
On 2nd and 9, Prescott nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Aaron Donald racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. You know, a week ago was one of the best defensive performances I've ever seen. He had 5 sacks. Here we go again.
And he's the type of player that'll keep an offensive staff up all week trying to figure out how to slow him down. But at some point, they just have to take account of themselves and say, I've got to get bodies in front of him so he doesn't disrupt our offense totally.
And now some motion before the snap. And this will be our first penalty of the night's proceedings.
Yeah, he gone, Flipper.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
After the penalty, it's Elliott. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a first down if not for that penalty moments ago. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards, but also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
Not a big deal on that one. Just your everyday 67-yard punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive. And
we'll see if they can do just that. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Out of the gun. Gone. Well, this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. A shotgun snap for Gone. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
It's second down and 10.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. The pitch to Gurley. And Gurley fumbled it. Gurley fumbles the football. It's loose. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Throwing on third. Gone. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Lamb. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 35.
Well, we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the number one receiver double covered, but how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a first down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Let's go.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Goff. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack.
Hold that.
Enough to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
No, now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
So Goff, he'll try to refocus after the sack. The Rams now set up with a tough one, a 3rd and long. To throw is Goff. He rifles one that's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
They'll run with Elliott. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. 2nd down. Then he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. This is Elliott. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. On 3rd down, it's Prescott. And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunk.
Let's go, man. Come on, man. This nigga ain't talking about nothing.
There we go. I've been looking for one of y'all.
Look at the cookies.
Yards up first and second down. Here we go.
At their own 15-yard line.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say the great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite of that level and not of that age. But I
was going for the age.
I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling about? It's because he had enough confidence in himself. That was a fluke. And he went out and played pretty well the rest of the day.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Goff now looking to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left. It got his man complete. 36 yards on the play. That's evidence of why you spend a high draft pick on a receiver, isn't it, Charles?
It certainly is. His ability to make plays like that, and we've seen flashes of it from him so far in his rookie season. But also, it opens things up for the rest of the offense because they have to bring their attention to him as well.
And Gurley on first down, no chance that time. He's swallowed up for a loss of about 3. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
Hold the fucking block, man.
He gives it up.
No.
Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 13. The Rams on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Now it's gone. It's complete. This is Todd Gurley. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 34-yard line.
There are a lot of tough routes to try and cover. When you see a runner come out of the backfield and run this angle route, looks like they're going to the flat, and then they put their foot in the ground and cut back sharply inside. Not easily covered, and then when they catch it, good momentum built up by them as well.
And able to pick up the first. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3 our score. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Lamb. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row, I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. This pass from Goff to Everett, the tight end. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. It's been a pretty long drive. This will be play number 9, and they need 10 yards out of it on 3rd. Back to throw. Tate. He'll find Henderson there. It's complete. And he's going to get this to about the 20, but that is well short of what he needed. The Cowboys signal for their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Zerline's kick is up and through. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And you have to figure they won't just sit on the football here in the final minute. The way things have gone, they need to try to make something happen offensively.
But maybe they should. Maybe they should sit on it here because of what you just said. They haven't made anything happen offensively. Getting ready to go into the half, give them a chance to take a deep breath, exhale a little bit, and start over. I don't know if this is the time to push it myself.
Yeah, right now under 100 yards of total offense. No gain on the play there. Second down. They run the counter. It's Elliott. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman.
You don't get none. You don't get one. Yeah, you don't get one.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Nah, man, this shit almost over.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Micah Kaiser was in on the tackle. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now.
Heavy rush, and down he goes. Aaron Donald. He's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues.
Nah, he had 7. He had 7 last game. Now he got 3, boy. This bitch don't play. And it's still a whole motherfucker.
They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. And the throw going to be incomplete. Nikel Roby-Coleman there defensively. The Bears are going to come up empty on this first drive of the second half, still down by that slim margin.
Yeah, and that's okay. You know, when you sit and analyze it, they're not happy about what happened, having to go to the bench. But this gives them a chance to let their defense do some work. While they on the sidelines go over what they're doing offensively and formulate a proper plan.
I do too. I got Lamb. I just got to get him 150 yards or 3 touchdowns.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
Man, hold that motherfucking
not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, "Listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game." check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
A gain there of 12 yards and a first down L.A. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Goff turns and gives to Gurley. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
Bravo.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Goff. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables.
That's bullshit, and y'all know it, man.
Height, weight, speed, all of that.
Oh, my God.
Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
Here comes carry number 10 for Gurley. And he is going to get the first down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there. They have the first down with that gain of 4 yards. 1st and 10 at the 45. So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45.
Ric Flair.
Now Goff. And find Everett there, complete. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley.
I can't go through it over there.
20. Touchdown, L.A. Todd Gurley. His 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. Always important to get the first score in the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind. Because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
Wait, bro. Y'all can't hold that fucking block.
I put my rookie quarterback up and I started golf, man. You can see the difference.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him. All right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field in this drive. Punter. Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there are going to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
It's a gain of 16 in the Dallas first down.
This nigga connection is crap.
A first down carry by Allen. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Ram territory. Call that a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the 3rd. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Yeah. Bend but don't break. No.
Prescott escaping the pressure right. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. He's got the connection to Cooper. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. Prescott now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
Dog, don't. Hey, boy, they be trying me in the late game situation. They always make me die.
It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4. From the 36, Prescott. He's going to find Gallup here complete. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy first down.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Another carry tonight for the workhorse Allen. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, I'm aggressive on like my reaction is quick. I be pressing them bitches. I would have made sure that bitch get pressed.
They go to Elliott again. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to, or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
Not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position to win this one because holding them down was paramount. If they could get it done.
That ball is caught. It's Gallup. Touchdown, Cowboys. Michael Gallup. His 2nd touchdown on the season as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point by Moore up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense.
What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Man, it's a minute left, vet. This shit critical right here.
Oh shit. Man, I only got 124.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Goff going to hand it to Gurley.
Who?
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 11 and a first down, L.A.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this
one
despite the
today.
heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down L.A.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Told you, boy, that Tony Montana talk done caught up.
It's a gain of 11 and a first down L.A.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now Goff will hand this one to Gurley.
Man, run that bitch ass nigga over.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
From the 31, Goff looking middle, and that's complete. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 21. Henderson now on 1st and 10. He's got the first down inside the 10. And he'll finally be taken down at the 2-yard line. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up.
That's straight, bitch.
Here's Goff. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. Zerline connects on the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And some good coverage there by the kick team.
That's what you see that, bro. I done did my training already. Straight goal. Shit like that. That bitch always trying to get through them shit.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
This shit ain't finna go nothing like that thinking in his head.
Which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. John Johnson with the INT, and his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. DeMarcus Lawrence in on the tackle. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all security terms have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
It's a Rams first down on a pickup of 10. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 1st and 10, Goff. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Zach Brown making his presence felt in the backfield. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
That's what I'm talking about.
So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he's taken down inside the 30. It'll be a first down for the Rams there on a pickup of 18. They're not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Gurley now, out of the gun.
40 on that motherfucking ball.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down, 4th quarter. Looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because Every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys are just saying, let's just keep running it at them. We've got them now.
That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
What? Like 20. What we got? What we got? What we got? Set.
Here's Gone. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
I got that. Let's go. Do not expect the sack.
And Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for LA, their strong start to the year continues as they're up to 5-1. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week, where they take on the Washington Redskins. Meanwhile, for the Cowboys, the loss drops them back to 4-3 so far. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gordon alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.
Let's go, X Factor. Make my nigga X Factor. I don't want to see no superstar. I got him what he need, coach. Get my fucking trait. I don't want to see none of the upgrades, nigga. I want to see my nigga what he get. Breakout player, nigga. What I get, nigga? Superstar. I only get superstar, man. That's some whole ass shit. He was a regular. He was hidden. He had superstar X Factor traits.
Yeah. I want my little fly up at y'all piping.
I wonder what kind of move he got. Nigga, fuck you, nigga. You don't get his ball cut, nigga. Fuck you, Pookie. Nigga, I wanna trade your bitch ass. That nigga 4-3 over there, boy.